My best friend has been missing for years. I just started receiving horrifying messages. Sarah was my best friend, practically my sister, and one day, she was just gone. No warning, no clues, just vanished. The police did everything they could, search parties, interviews, even dragging the lake, but nothing ever came up. It was like she was erased from the world. I've tried to move on, tried to accept that I may never know what happened to her, but it's impossible. A few nights ago, that weight became unbearable. It started with a text message. I was sitting in my living room, mindlessly scrolling through social media, when my phone buzzed. It was from an unknown number. At first, I didn't think much of it, probably spam or a wrong number. But then, I read the message. Do you miss me? My heart skipped a beat. There was no name, no context, but something about those words sent a chill through me. My immediate thought was Sarah, but I quickly pushed it aside. It couldn't be her. It wasn't possible. I typed back, "Who is this?" The response came almost immediately. "You know who." I felt my chest tighten. This had to be a joke, some sick prank. Maybe someone found out about Sarah's disappearance and thought it would be funny to mess with me. I wasn't going to let them. I blocked the number and put my phone down, trying to shake the feeling of dread creeping up my spine. But that was only the beginning. The next morning, I woke up to find another message, this time from a different number. My stomach dropped when I read it. "I'm closer than you think." I didn't respond this time. I just stared at the screen, my hands shaking. How did they get my number again? I had blocked them. And why were they doing this? Was this some kind of cruel game? I blocked the number again and went about my day, but I couldn't stop looking over my shoulder. I kept expecting to see Sarah's face in the crowd, kept thinking I heard her voice in passing conversations. I was paranoid, jumping at every little sound, convinced that someone was watching me. The messages didn't stop. Every day, a new number, a new message, and every message was more unsettling than the last. "You let me disappear. You didn't try hard enough. I'm coming home soon." By this point, I was on edge all the time. My sleep was plagued by nightmares, and I could barely concentrate on anything during the day. I didn't know what to do. I hadn't told anyone about the messages because, honestly, who would believe me? Sarah had been missing for 3 years. There was no way these texts were from her. Right? Then, one night, the messages took a horrifying turn. I was lying in bed trying to get some sleep when my phone buzzed. I didn't want to look. I didn't want to see whatever message was waiting for me, but I couldn't help it. I reached over and picked up the phone. This message was different. It was a picture. My blood ran cold when I opened it. The photo was dark and grainy, but I recognized the place immediately. It was my bedroom. Someone had taken a picture of me while I was sleeping. I leaped out of bed, my heart racing. My eyes scanned the room, but there was no one there. I ran to the door and checked the locks. Everything was still secured. How had someone taken that picture? How had they gotten into my house without me noticing? I dialed 911, my hands trembling as I explained what had happened. The police came, searched the house, but found nothing. No signs of forced entry, no footprints, nothing to suggest that anyone had been inside. They told me to stay calm, that it was probably just a prank, but I knew better. This wasn't just a prank. Someone was watching me. Someone was in my house. The messages kept coming, but now they were all pictures. Pictures of me at home, at work, out in public, always taken from a distance, always when I wasn't looking. It was like they were playing a game with me, a twisted game of cat and mouse. They were taunting me, showing me how close they were, how easily they could invade my life. And then, last night, I got the worst message of all. It was another picture, but this time, it wasn't of me. It was of Sarah. She was alive. At least, she was in the picture. Her face was gaunt, her skin pale, and her eyes hollow. But it was undeniably her. She was sitting in a dark room, her hands bound, staring blankly at the camera. Underneath the picture, there was a single word. Help. I felt like I was going to be sick. Sarah was alive. All this time she had been alive.